guys, welcome back to another Monday night webcast. It's good to see you.
Hi guys, how are you tonight? So today, as always, we're gonna answer your questions about international dating and marriages.
So send us your questions and we'll be happy to answer it. Also, we do have a poll question for you tonight, which is, do you have an idea of how your ideal woman would look like? And the reason for this poll question is that I actually ran into an article the other week. So they did an article, they interviewed a few women in Novgorod, Russia. And there is actually the biggest disproportion of men and women in Russia. And it's as big as we go. It's what, normally it is about 55% of women versus 45% of men. In Novgorod, it's even worse. It's 60% of women versus 40% of men. So they interviewed a few women and asked them to write down the ideal portrait of a man, create a sketch, and ask them what's the problem? Why can't they find the local man? So just want to show you some photographs from that article, tell you what those women say about their ideal man. And of course I want to hear from you guys, so if you can describe your ideal woman, that will be a good point of discussion. But let's start with a few usual things. So let's talk about the seminars that we're going to have.
So May 29th, we're going to have a seminar in Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
And of course, John and Tanya are going to be doing those. So if you guys want to meet John and Tanya in person, you're more than welcome to call us, sign up, RSVP for that seminar. There is a very limited number of spots, so sign up now, don't delay it. It's coming up. There is only a couple more weeks left.
And only a few spots available, so guys, hurry up and sign up for seminar.
And of course, all of you guys want to know about travel updates because all of you are going to travel at some point to your destination. So there is some good news in the Philippines. I see some guys already asking about that. And I do have somewhat good news. So Philippines is slowly opening up. But they do require quarantine upon arrival. So you'd have to be quarantined for 7 days. You have to pre-book a hotel, one of those approved hotels where you would be quarantined for 7 days. On the day 6, they will take a test, and as long as it's negative, on the day 7 you can leave the facility and proceed with whatever it is you're planning. So I guess it's somewhat similar situation in Thailand. There is 7-day quarantine required, but again, things are slowly getting better. Hopefully it will be completely waived in the next few months as more people getting vaccinated. So soon, guys, you will be able to travel and meet those women you've been writing to, you've been waiting to meet. What else? What else is new? Everything else about the same. You can travel to Peru. Quarantine is technically required upon arrival, but as long as you take a COVID test in your first day upon arrival, they can waive that. You'll be all free. Again, you can proceed with your trip. Colombia is open. Costa Rica is definitely open. You can travel there anytime. They don't even require a COVID test in order to travel there. So that's something. Russia is still on lockdown. No good news there. Ukraine is completely open. Lockdown is over. So those of you guys who want to travel to Ukraine, now's your time before something changes, I guess. And as of now, we still have a tour going on in July. Kyiv tour is completely sold out. So if you guys want to sign up for that one, well, too bad. But we do have 3 openings more for Odessa tour. So if you want to join me and go to Odessa, Ukraine this summer, I know all the best places to show you, all the best restaurants. And of course, I'll introduce you to so many beautiful women out there.
Yeah, guys, get ready. Anna going to be your tour leader. Get ready. Get
Back
your shoes
suitcase.
ready, by the
Oh
way.
yes, that too. Yeah, completely forgot about that.
Next Monday, we're going to have a shoe contest. Do you have a lot of pictures? Or what?
I do have some. I have already few. I have few.
Yeah, I had only few, but guys, we are waiting for you, for your shoes. The winner going to get 30 minutes Skype with your favorite girl.
Which will be done by shoe expert Dina.
Yeah. So guys, send us a picture of your shoes. We're going to judge. We're going to be nice and fair. So it will be fun. Next Monday.
Yes. So you have 1 more week to submit. Submit
So
your
submit
picture.
at travel@lovememail.com.
Right. So do you want to start questions first, or do you want to talk about the article? Which way do you want to?
Let's just start questions, see what guys saying. And,
I'll start with questions. Maybe let's do 2-3 questions and just talk about those women. From Mark, if I meet someone I'm interested in dating, can I put my contract on hold? How does communication between client and matchmaker take place? For example, phone, email. How successful are the matchmakers? How does your company define success? Well, that's a lot of complicated, easy questions at the same time. So as far as your communication between client and matchmaker, you're in direct communication with matchmaker in case if you're doing our executive services. In this case, you will be assigned a personal matchmaker. So you'll have your obviously phone number and email address, and you guys will be going back and forth. She'll be helping you to identify the potential candidates. You'll send her a list. She will be showing you suggestions coming from the offices. So the process is pretty intense and extensive, and it takes 3-4 months to be complete. So over those 3-4 months, you'll be communicating daily with her, setting up Skypes. You will be corresponding with women, writing through the website, getting to know them better. And your goal is to narrow down this large pool of candidates to maybe 10-15 ladies that will be suitable match. And then you go travel and meet them in person. In other cases, if you're not doing the executive services, but you're doing, for example, a group tour or individual tour or just simple introductions, which we offer those services as well, you're not really going to be working with matchmakers in local offices until you get to your destination. So that, you'll be doing your own homework. So you'll be going through profiles on the website, seeing who would be a suitable match. And if you have any questions, you always can call us, me or Dina, or pretty much anybody at the office would be happy to talk to you about it. And then again, you make your travel arrangements, come to your destination country. You will give us your list of ladies, and our local staff will schedule the dates. And again, if you need their help, once you get to your destination, they're there for you. And there's one more. So how does your company define success? Well, of course, the ultimate goal is put 2 of you in front of each other, so you and that lady. And well, hopefully things will work out. You guys will start a relationship. The ultimate goal is for 2 of you to get married. It might or might not necessarily happen, of course. And sometimes it happens. People, just takes only one introduction, and it's just there's instant chemistry, and she's the right one. She knows that you're the right one, and just things take off from there. But sometimes it takes a little while, more intense that dating process. It takes to meet few women, and she probably need to go out on some dates as well to figure out if you guys right for each other. It's a long process. It's a long journey. So.
From Gary, what this week update on Cebu? We just said earlier that you can go there, but you have to stay 7 days on quarantine. Ernie, good evening, AFA staff and Bud. Good evening, Ernie.
And another from Ernie. Good evening, Anna. Did you get my shoe entry email? And yes, I got it, guys. I got the email. I forwarded again some to Dina. I still have a few sitting in my inbox. I will show it to Dina probably tomorrow.
From Mark, there is no way to know what your ideal woman will look like.
Well, that's, some guys do have the specific idea in their mind. I mean, I've heard a lot of different things throughout the years. Some guys had a very specific, very narrow description. She's supposed to have round face, blue eyes, natural blonde hair. She's supposed to have a certain education. Her parents supposed to be an engineer. So I'm like, wow. Well, I would like to meet that person too, just for the sake of seeing if such human being even exists, because the requirements were very, very narrow. And some guys are very open-minded, and for them it's just when they meet this person, they will know if she is the one. But again, it's a little more complex. It's just somebody's physical appearance. It's obviously personality. It's chemistry. There's your ultimate life goals. So they should be 2 of you guys should be on the same page. So do you want to talk about the article? Can we get that?
Yeah, let's talk about.
Can we get to it? Yep. All right. So you can see some of those women, that fill out the questionnaire, and so they're asking Alyssa from Novgorod. So why haven't you met someone? You're only 20 years old. So what's the problem? And she's saying that in her town, there is not enough men there. In her class, in her college class, there was only 5 guys and 25 girls. So she started dating this guy from Zimbabwe, and it was going great, and she was actually thinking about moving there, starting a relationship. And the only thing is, didn't work out for her is the war started in Zimbabwe, so she just couldn't go there. Things happen. So yeah, so she would like to, she was saying, I remember her interview, she was saying that she would be great if her ideal man would have qualities of Russian, Ukrainian man, and some of what American guy would have actually. So do you have any comments on the subject?
Half of our clients look like that. Right?
Yeah, yeah. And as far as as far as her photo sketch, that's pretty typical face, I'd say. It's there is nothing overly special about the guy, so I'd say about most of our guys would fit that. Do you want to do the next slide, maybe? Yes. Let's see who else we have. So we have somebody who's a little bit more mature, Yelena. She's 43 years old. And she's saying, her problem with dating locally is that just local men are just too spoiled. And I hear that a lot, women saying that, when you get married, it doesn't feel like you're getting married, it feels like you're adopting a child. And because the man's so immature, they're so used to have their mothers taking care of them, so they move from one household, from their mother's household, straight to the, to a new household where their new wife will be taking care of them. And she was saying one of her friends was dating a Japanese guy, so in the correspondence everything looked great, but as soon as they met at the airport, she figured out there's no chemistry, so the trip didn't go very well. And actually that's what we've been trying to tell guys, that you can correspond with someone, everything can look perfect on paper, because you use your imagination to draw this ideal person portrait. She might not be exactly what you think she is, and vice versa. She might be adding some features, just create that dream man in her head, and vice versa. And once you meet, you figure out that's the real person that really has nothing to do with that fantasy we created in our head, and it's when things fall apart. That's why it's always good to have a backup plan, plan to meet few other people and see where things go.
Yeah, you guys, I hear it from you a lot that you feel bad that, oh my gosh, you're going to talk to one girl and now you're going to have backup plan just to meet other girls. And it's true, it's happened all the time that you are talking to one girl and you go there and didn't work out, and you're going to be so sad and upset. So we strongly recommend you have at least 3 girls to meet.
Yeah, so, the Dina's example was AJ, yes, I think is always perfect.
So yeah, my husband went, he'd been corresponding with a girl for a year and went to St. Petersburg to meet with her and didn't work out. So, and we never talk online or never call each other or anything, so and we met and working out perfectly fine. So, yeah. And so many sad stories. A guy went to meet with one girl, didn't work out, so he was so upset, so much money, vacation from work, and it's just a waste. So we strongly recommend you, if you're talking to one girl, fine. If you guys meet and everything is working out, that's perfect. But what if not? So yeah, keep in mind.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt to go out on a few coffee dates. It's not like you're promising each other sky and the moon and they're going to be together forever. You haven't even met. So it's a good idea to line up at least a few coffee dates. Worst case scenario, you're going to make a few friends. You might stay in touch. You never know where things will go. And again, you can start dating this first girl and everything's great in the first few months, and then just you figure out you're not right for each other. Things can fall apart in a few months. And you'll still have contact information for other girls, so you can always reconnect with them and check how they do. Backup plan.
All right, I'm gonna
You know, it's like NFL draft. How many first-round picks, you know, turn out to be good players, you know? So, let's see where. So let's answer some questions and get back to the presentation.
Okay.
Which where would you stop?
From Ernie, my ideal woman is as or more beautiful on the inside than on the outside. Well, first of all, we're judging people how they look and what they're wearing. So
yeah, here comes the conversation about shoes.
So you have to be attractive to the person, or it will never work out. And then, of course, you will see if you guys soul match. So if all of those puzzles will come together, that's a winner. So
yeah, it all starts with the chemistry. Mark, Hannah, what is it if you're fully vaccinated? Well, I mean, you can travel to pretty much, again, almost any destination right now, but you still have to take a PCR test prior to the trip, again, for the most of destination. And in some cases, you know, upon your arrival, and also regardless of where you go, and you would need to take a PCR test on the way back to the United States. Even though you're vaccinated, you still need to take it. They're talking about waiving the test, but so far I believe it hasn't happened. So just to be safe, you know, take it.
From Andrea, hi, I've been reading, watching videos, getting information, so let's see. Does getting to know someone or just go to a single tour and start the way? I am from Lowell, Massachusetts.
Oh, Massachusetts, cool. Well, let's see. You can definitely join a group tour. You know, if it's your first time in the country, you've never been to Ukraine or whatever it is your destination, if it's your first time there, I would, and you can travel within group tour dates, I would strongly recommend to join the tour for multiple reasons. Well, first of all, you'll get tons of staff support. You'll get more staff support if you would just go there on your own and, you know, trying to explore the city. You will meet way more ladies, and of course, you know, our social it's a wonderful event where you're going to be meeting hundreds and hundreds of single girls. So, you know, maybe you overlook their profiles on the website. Maybe they just sign up and you haven't seen them. Sometimes girls, you know, just come to the socials, they're not even registered on the website yet. So, for example, their friend or sister is invited to a social. She's not comfortable going alone, so she brings a buddy. And, you know, it's how a lot of couples met, you know, that's definitely interesting experience. This year, social is going to be smaller because of pandemic, you know, we still have to follow the local guidelines and safety protocols. So we're not going to have 300-400 women at the social like we normally do. So we're going to probably, I would think at this point, have about 100, 150 ladies, maybe something to that nature per social. So again, we'll see. So check with me before July tour. I will tell you how it looks like exactly. Oops. So and you know, the group tour again will cover more grounds. Besides, not only introducing you to women, there will be tour of cities. They will show you, you know, they will show you the country. They will show you sightseeing at that place. So it will help you to understand the local culture, you know, better. So when you start, you know, dating a woman, you know, you'll know more about her. You'll know more where she's coming from. And if you, of course, if you cannot join the group tour and your dates don't match the group tour dates, well, it is what it is. Then just let us know where you're going. We still can help you. We still can set up the dates for you. Just let us know. We can figure out the way.
From Makisik, I'm interested in Colombia, where they have a wide variety of appearance, from blonde with blue eyes to black and everything in between. Those I'm open as far as this goes.
Great, yeah. Colombia is a wonderful destination.
Beautiful girls there.
Yes, very diverse, and that's the best part of it.
Nice warm climate. You don't have to dress up there, guys. If you don't want to dress up, sandals and shirts and your short pants, how you call them, short shirts, will be wonderful there. So they're not going to judge you even by your clothes there. So
well, I mean, if you're going to a resort destination like Cartagena, if you go more like to Medellin, it's not as warm, I'd say, as Cartagena. So you might want to, you know, wear something more appropriate. Let's do a few more slides. Let's see what women say. Can we? Couple more slides there. All right, see whom we have next. Irina, 34 years old. She says pretty much, yeah, the same thing, that it's not, you know, the men are spoiled and they're acting like a king, you know, that she says in the quote, I can't quite see it from here. She says, why did God created the woman? He created the man first, but then he realized he got it wrong. Well, that's...
Well, guys, look at the picture. I know a couple clients who looks like that. So it's
well, maybe we should contact Irina and send her those guys' profiles.
We can. Guys, email us who looks like that and who likes Irina.
Well, technically she's not registered on the website. And guys,
right.
That's an article from Esquire, Russia. So I just was reading it and I came across it. I thought it would be, you know, kind of interesting because it's those women are not part of our services. The article has nothing to do with our services in a way, you know. It's a third party. It's somebody else outtake on the situation. That's why I thought it would be, you know, interesting to hear what other women besides those that registered with us has to say on the subject. All right, a couple more questions from Blue. Poll question, I'm looking for more of the girl next door, one who loves the outdoors. Well, that should be fairly easy to find who doesn't love the outdoors.
From Mark, Anna, what?
Yeah, well, already done this.
Okay. From Joe, hello from Texas. I'm 62 years young. So why are most of my introductions letter from Eastern European ladies 23 to 33 of age? Well, question, I do have an idea what I want my future partner to look like.
So the reason why you're getting those introduction letters from, you know, ladies of that age bracket is that you probably don't have the setting in your profile specified that you would prefer to receive the letters from a specific age group. So if you don't have the settings, you know, there, you'll be getting letters from everybody, basically from that area. So how it works is with introduction letters, when a woman joins the service, she writes a message and she tells local matchmakers in her office, hey, I'm looking for, you know, for this guy. I mean, whatever her age bracket, country, you know, whatever preference she has. She tells them and then they will send this message to everybody who matches her criteria. And some ladies might have, you know, very wide criteria. So that's how you end up getting those messages. You don't have to open them, you don't have to read them, so you can just leave it alone and focus on your target age group. So, you know, so I'd recommend to skip those intro letters altogether and just when you see someone on the website whom you like, send her a message and go from there.
Yeah, if you have problems to unmark those, you know, age group, just let us know. Call us, so we'll help you.
From Dave, poll question. Tall enough, I don't have to pick her up to kiss her, but not so tall that I will hurt my neck looking up at her. Not likely since I'm 6'3". Also not crazy about green and blue hair. Actually, as far as hair color, I hear that a lot. That for the most of the guys are fairly conservative when it comes to hair color. So that's a very common request I get. As far as height, well, yeah, I do hear that fairly often too. But yeah, I guess everybody has their
definitely it's not the Philippines or Colombia. That's like European girls, because they're higher than those countries.
Yeah, so if you look at somebody average height, probably Eastern Europe is probably a good destination.
From Doug, can we go to Kiev on our own Youre Club late May or early June?
Yeah, absolutely. Sign up whenever you're ready to travel. Give me a list and we'll set it up. From Tom, shoes. I will send my shoe picture on Wednesday. All right, so we'll be waiting for that, and again we'll have the results next Monday. So guys, you still have, you know, another week to submit your pictures. Actually, we should have had just like the whole outfit contest without shoes. But
all right, let's start with shoes.
Yeah, let's do shoes. But at some point, maybe a few weeks down the road, we should really do the outfit. Then at least I can participate more again. So since shoes is Dina's domain, I'm not even going there. But outfit, yeah, I can do pretty well with that usually.
From Blue, question for Dina: if a guy wants to Skype with multiple women, do you let the ladies know?
No, of course not.
No,
so,
why?
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna tell you if she is corresponding or Skyping with somebody, and vice versa. It's a privacy matter, so we're not gonna share this information with either of the parties.
Yeah, Blue, don't worry, she's not going to know. So yeah, you can Skype with as many girls as you want, because you need to really decide who you want to meet with, and I think it's a great opportunity. That's like a date. At the first date, going to be your Skype. So a lot of guys using that and then decide who they want to meet, you know, and that will save you money, save you time, you know, if you have a lot of girls who you cannot choose from. So Skype, it's a great opportunity.
From Jerry, if you meet someone that is not on a tour, how do you meet in her city? Well, if you're taking a group tour and the woman you want to meet is not from that city, we still can arrange a meeting. We can ask her if she will be willing to come to where you're at. If she cannot come to your city, well, maybe you will consider to travel to her destination, although it will depend where she's located. So I kind of would need to know a little bit more specifics in order to answer that question. But overall, I would say it's doable. And from Sly, I'll submit my new 2500 Italian shoes and get roasted by Walmart 1999 fake leather. Well, sometimes you can find something decent in Walmart too, but usually me and Dina can tell a difference between you know, Walmart shoes and something nice. Well, set it in, let's see.
From Eric, will the host be wearing their favorite shoes also? Yeah, we'll do that for you. Sounds fair to me. Yeah, let's do that.
Well, I guess we can do the stand-in webcast next time, and so we usually sit for the webcast. I guess we can stand up next time.
We can stand up, yeah. You can put shoes right there.
On the table? I'm not sure that's particularly convenient, but...
Yes, we'll do that. That's kind of going to be fun. I'm so excited.
From James from Australia. Hello, Dina and Anna. How do you know when AFA will be conducting tours to China again? As soon as China opens up. Yeah, so there are some problems with that. We don't know when it's going to be happening. Technically, some groups of people can travel with a certain visa. You can check it on China Embassy website. Another requirement is they want us people to be vaccinated with Chinese vaccine. So if you do find a Chinese vaccine in your area, you know, you might be able to travel to China. The problem is it's not available in the United States. I don't know how it looks like in Australia. Check it out.
Andre, Lowell, Massachusetts, you say obviously there is attractive women all over this side. I favor Asian and Ukrainian women. So how would you go about for a solution?
Well, you probably still have to start with one destination, because you cannot
Andre,
go
you have to
both.
decide, who you likes more. I mean, at the moment, just look at the girls. See who you like attractive more.
Or flip a coin. If you can decide, just flip a coin and
so
go
you need
somewhere.
to at least find the 5 girls to meet. So see which, you know, if you find the 5 girls in Asia, go there. If 5 girls in Ukraine, just go to Ukraine. And probably you should go to Ukraine right if you go in soon, because it looks like it's easier to get to Ukraine than Asia. We're talking about Philippines probably.
From Sly again, I got some new shoes to enter this time. Well, good. So it will be fair contest. Good. Send it in.
From Patrick, how about a guy who is being fully vaccinated? Can the guy show proof of this so that there will no need for quarantine in the country to arrive to meet his future soulmate?
Unfortunately, even if fully vaccinated, for some of the countries, quarantine is still required, so it will not be waived. At least just yet. So at least
it's just for now. Probably in the
wait
future.
a few more months.
They're talking that they're going to do passport for tourists. So that might change.
COVID passports probably coming up.
They just need the time, you know, to figure it out how to do that.
Oh, here's somebody with a specific requirements. John, good evening, Dina and Anna. Poll question: blonde hair, blue eyes, petite to medium in height. And my question for Dina: St. Petersburg women versus Odessa women.
Odessa women, because I
said Dina from St. Petersburg. Okay, I'm curious now.
Just because it's easier to get there. So in Russia, they still close right now. And then you need a visa. And then it's cold, you know, Odessa. It's a beautiful city by the sea. I mean, if I'll be a guy, I'll go to Odessa. If I choose from St. Petersburg or Odessa.
Well, weather-wise, I would choose Odessa for sure.
Girls more warm, you know, open. Bikinis, they wearing bikinis.
In January too.
No, I mean in the summer. Like in Russia, in St. Petersburg, even in the summer cold, so guys.
But there's so much culture in St. Pete.
No,
you know?
yeah, it depends what you want. You want intelligent, take girl who want to take you to museums, opera, I don't know, all other stuff or you want a fun girl take you to the beach.
Hey, Odessa girls still can take you to Opera House. There was
they
an
have
amazing opera house
opera.
in downtown Odessa. It's actually, you know, all local people are so proud of it. It is the best one in Ukraine. Although some people will say Kiev one is pretty good too,
But to be serious, just go on our site and look girls from Odessa and see maybe you like there someone, or from St. Petersburg, Russia. So, but I would go to Odessa.
Well, I would go to Odessa just simply for vacation purposes.
Yeah, you can have
And
vacation.
hopefully I am going there in July if tour that, you know, not gonna be
First
canceled.
go to Odessa and then
Well, first I
St.
go to
Petersburg.
Kiev, but yeah, when Russia opens up, you know, you can meet a girl in Odessa and take her to St. Pete.
Yeah,
That's a solution.
Yeah. Yeah, John, and next you're going in a year you'll tell us, I married the girl from St. Petersburg.
Yeah, Russia will open up eventually.
Yeah. From Patrick, poll question, how would I describe my perfect woman? I don't know, Anna. How would you describe yourself?
You want me to
What do you
comment
mean,
on
I don't
that?
know, Anna?
Yeah.
I don't know, Anna. How would you describe yourself? How would you describe?
Let's get on to the next question, I guess. From Vincent, I have 70 women on my hot list. Can I figure out how to choose 15 of them without meeting them? How would I know who is the best for me until we actually meet in person? Well, the answer is you will not know that. That's why you make a list, figure out your travel dates. You can put them in order of preference because, of course, again, as we just talked about it, everybody has their visual preferences, so you can, you know, so Saf's is gonna start calling those women from the top of the list, and they're gonna work their way down to the bottom.
What's the most important for you? So age probably going to be the number one criteria. So are you planning to have kids or not? So if not, so woman, she has to be like 40 plus. If you're still planning to have a kid, so of course it's have to be under 40 years old. Do you want her to speak English or doesn't matter? So yeah, all of those criteria. What's the most important for you at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, looks are great, but also it has to be a right situation. Yeah, so, you know, obviously besides the age, which, you know, still matters. No matter what those women will tell you, it does matter. And also you have to be at the same stage in life as far as you both should want the same things. As far as creating family, having children or not having children, you know, her future career, or she would want to stay at home. You know, those goals and those concepts of the family should match, because otherwise, even though, you know, you might be really physically attracted to each other, but things will fall apart along the way. So those basic set stones should be the same. Let's do a couple more and see what other women will have.
Okay, I got it. From MD. Okay, I'm dating two different ladies from two different cities, and I'm coming on my own for introduction services. Will they come at your office in one place, or I should go to their city?
Well, I think you should ask those women. I mean, where do they want to meet? Do they want to meet in their city, or do they want to So, for example, let's say we're talking about Kiev and Odessa, so you can ask a woman from Odessa whether she wants to come to meet you in Kiev, or, you know, most likely she will say she wants to meet in her city, then just prepare to travel and meet her there. Just depends. From Tom, poll question, my ideal woman would look like Dina. Yes. Serious, I would love to marry blonde, but I'm realistic. An elegant lady, like colorful clothing, but not flamboyant. A friendly lady who likes exercising, caring for her health, and exercise with me. Well, right. Well, that sounds all good.
Good choice, Tom.
Yeah, yes. Yep, you have a taste. What can I say?
From Makisik, answer to poll question. My best friend claims to have had a vision of my future wife, and he said that she is tall and olive-skinned and more Mediterranean looking.
All right. Again,
That's a girl from
everybody has
Colombia.
Could be somewhat it. So let's see. Do we have any other women and profiles? Let's see what we have. We do. All right, let's see what other women say. Tatiana, 34 years old. She's saying the life too routine and boring here. I used to go to socials trying to meet a foreign man. They used to have them here in the hotel in tourist. Probably talking about our social, actually, guys. Saying about 20 guys and 300 girls. Yeah, that sounds like us. They used to have, there has to be free champagne, but one time one girl got too drunk and fell downstairs. Since then, they stopped serving free champagne. Yeah, well, actually, we used to go to Russia and have those, great social in different cities, not only Novgorod, but would be also Nizhny Novgorod, there would be Volgograd, Moscow, and of course St. Pete. But we stopped going to Russia for group tours about 10 years ago, sadly. And I don't know if we will be having group tours to that destination, but hey, again, Ukraine is open. We definitely can help you with that, and you can meet all those wonderful ladies. Another question from Ernie. My ideal woman looks at me with eternity in her eyes. Well, that's a
from Melvin, poll question and answer. I like a lady who is smart but doesn't think she is smarter than everyone else in the room. Also, a lady who is confident but not arrogant.
No, that's a good description as well. From CJ, from poll question, as long as she takes care of herself and has a great smile, that's good for me. All right.
TLF, why did she fly all the way to Japan to meet a man who's doing a Skype call first? That's stupid.
So, no, I think they did Skype, Skype calls first, but again, the Skype is still kind of two-dimensional. You can see someone on Skype, but then when you meet in person, the chemistry might not be there. It's very different when you talk on a video call and when you meet someone face to face. Because I'm sure it happened to you before. Think about your local dates. How many times you corresponded with people and just maybe done brief video calls. A lot of websites offer that. And then you go meet her at bar or restaurant, and she sits down there. And even though you did see her face in a video, it's just not there. It just doesn't click.
Nothing can replace the live meeting. Of course, you will. It's everything important. How you look, how you dress, how you smell, how you eat, even important. All of those stuff, all those puzzles need to get in right place. So, but I can see that Skype call is better than letters and phone call. You can see person and at least decide something. But it's not all. So you still need to go and see her in person and talk to her and see how if you have any chemistry. You still cannot decide about your chemistry if you see person in a video. Let's see which one. Okay.
From Tom, Dina, I feel that way already about the lady I'm most interested in, that it will not work out, but I'm optimistic. There are 40 ladies on my list. Yeah, good. You have a plan B.
Tom. Yeah. Let's see, from Vincent, are some of the women on the group tours paid to go and show up?
No, why would we do that?
It's too many women to pay, guys.
Yeah,
it's just to go on a bit.
But no, seriously, those women are interested in meeting someone. I hear that sometimes they're there for free champagne or whatever it is. Well, they can, champagne is cheap, so they can buy that on their own. And, night out, well, yeah, well, it's great if they do have a night out, but that's not their main goal. As they do come and they're trying to meet the right guy. It doesn't mean that every guy in the room, is going to be what they're looking for. So, you know, sometimes it happens when a man approaches a woman at the social and just start talking to her, and she's clearly not interested. He gets all, you know, frustrated and says, "Oh, again, she's here for champagne," or "She's not serious." Well, she is serious. She's just not interested in you specifically. But if it was her Prince Charming on a white horse, she would be very interested. But again, there's someone for everyone. She will find her Prince Charming, and you will find your, you know, Cinderella. It's just you're not a match. So keep going. From Tom, Anna, I have never met a Colombia woman who wants me to be friends with another woman, but I don't think it's a Colombia thing only. Most of the women are fairly territorial and they don't want their men to be friends with other women for the most of it. I mean, of course, everybody's different, but again, I don't think it's a Colombian feature specifically.
TOF, I'm corresponding with one of the ladies in your database, a young girl from Nikolaev. She always talks about a week or more to respond. Oh, it always takes her about a week or more to respond. Isn't this a bad sign? It's a wonderful sign, because I think other guys complaining that girl writing every day. So guys, decide what you like more.
Yeah, because you're never happy. Oh, she writes me 5 times a day, it's bad. Oh, she writes me 1 time a week. Oh, it's not necessarily bad. I mean, she has a busy life, so she's probably working like 2 jobs, you know, has a family to take care of, so she doesn't necessarily have much time to sit down and you know, reply to a message. So
it's not good, not bad. We're not recommended to write more than like 1 letter a month. So that's pretty good, actually. I think she's
about 1 letter a month.
She has her own busy life, yes, and once a week, yeah, it's wonderful. I think. If you want to write more often, you could ask her why. Maybe she's really busy, you know.
From David, poll question. I don't think you can tell who you're going to be attracted to. What bothers me is sending an email and the girl starts telling me I'm her perfect man. I was married for 11 years. I have been called dear, honey, sweetie, more in one Ukrainian email than all those years of being married. It scares... Correct. Well, I'm glad your knowledge of Russian is that you know, extensive. So, your nice vocabulary. Okay, but all right, you made my day. But anyway, talking about. Well, I mean, you know, as far as women writing all that in the emails, they're just trying to, you know, get your attention because they know you're writing to other women. They know you're going to be meeting other women. They're just trying to stand out. Well, thank you, David. Now we can't read the rest of the questions. Now you ruined it. That's your fault. Oh. All right, let's do something else.
Did you get that? Did you already went to Ukraine?
Well, I mean, no, from those emails with the girls. David just has very colorful vocabulary and the way to express himself, so we're not going to quote it.
Oh, God.
From Mark. That is the main reason I'm going to take a group tour, because I have never traveled outside of the US. So yeah, you did have definitely a good idea. I've heard the stats that 60% of Americans don't even have a passport, which means they never traveled abroad, and so you're in a good company, you know. So you definitely come on. Oh, that's gonna be one of those webcasts. I see. Hold on, David, don't send any more messages. We'll never finish this webcast. Hold on, okay. From Charles, on previous webcast you said we can meet a woman at the Ukraine social and we can fly out to Venice or Croatia if she feels safe. What do you mean by safe? Most of our guys in the United States are adventurous and daring and not safe. By safe I mean that you're not Ted Bundy, you know. That's what I mean, because it is not necessarily safe to go out and travel with a man you met once in your life, you know. You can, I mean, you know, no matter how nice and charming he is, and Ted Bundy seems to be nice and charming, you not necessarily want to go and, you know, to a quiet place and, you know, just risk your life. Come on. Anyway, so you get the point. So basically she wants to get to know you, to see that, you know, that you're normal, and see there's a connection and attraction, and she wants to, you know, develop things with you. So yeah, that's what it is. Not that's what we mean by safe in this case.
We'll go to the gym at 5 a.m.
Oh, so makes two of us. Tall, thin, and hard worker who will go to the gym at 5 a.m.
Some girls doing it. They before work. They just go to gym, you know, work out.
Yeah, also telling Dina get up at 4.
Well, I'll never get up so early, but still.
Get my cat. He'll make sure.
Right. From Tom, those women all have one thing in common. They all like gray-colored men. Some girls,
some do, some don't. Everybody's different. From TLF, ladies seem excited and desperate to get a chance to get into the socials. Well, say they desperate to get into the socials, but they would like to, go out, have a nice evening, and maybe meet the man of their life. You never know. Chances of that was happening is not very high because, again, remember there's 20, 30 guys and 300 women. Chances again she will meet her Prince Charming is, 1 to 10, the best case scenario. But,
especially now when they've been sitting at home for a year, there's no work, so economy going down even more, so not going to be no guys to date even, so
dating in pandemic is complicated.
From David Paul, half Chinese, half Russian.
Oh wow, that's very specific criteria here.
At least 5'3", about 12 or 120 pounds, with shoulder, light black hair, and black eyes, with toned and healthy skin, and looks like she goes to a gym. Yet more important, she must have that glowing radiance that comes from the soul of the outside.
Well, half Chinese, half Russian. That's perfect. That's an interesting combination.
Well, it's a lot in Russia,
Kazakhstan, I guess Kazakhstan would be...
nations mixed together, You probably will be able to find.
Yeah, it's just a lot of different ethnicities you can find what you're looking for. From Dennis, what are the major differences in Cebu between the Cebu city ladies and the ones that are from province? The province ladies have harder time being able to depend multiple days in town to meet and get to know you. Well, those ladies from provinces still can come and meet you in Cebu, and you can go out on a few dates and see how it goes, and you can travel with them through the province. You probably want to talk to our local staff about it before, just to make sure it is safe, because not area is just necessarily safe. So talk to the staff, see what they recommend, and if you still want to go to your province, they'll find the best way to. Speaking of safety, it can go both ways. It might not be necessarily safe for a woman to travel with a man. It might necessarily be safe for a man to travel to unknown areas. So again, talk to the staff and see what they recommend. But it's possible to date women from the province.
We have a lot of girls from province, and even when we're doing Skype for them, they travel to agencies. I think she'll be willing to travel and date with you. From John, that statement that God made woman because he got men wrong is the exact thinking in herself that she was criticizing in the man.
Yeah, I know, the statement was a little questionable there. I agree with you, but again, that's personal opinion, so who am I to judge?
I agree.
All right, where do you stop? From Joe, ladies, will you show us your shoes?
Absolutely, I will.
All right.
But it's not about us, guys, because be sure, ladies go in a dress really, really nice there. They're doing their best for you, because it's a big competition there, and they used to go to club or somewhere, restaurant, fully dressed up, with makeup, with hair done, so they used to do that, because that's a competition there. There aren't a lot of guys to date, so they have to look their best for you. So it's more about you guys, because they're going to look good.
In over 10 years doing that, and all the dates I witnessed myself, I have not seen even one woman showing up on the dates in flip-flops, short, and and wrinkly t-shirt.
How about tennis shoes? They weren't.
Well, so she never show up in very casual outfit. It would be always something really nice, a dress or some nice suit or whatever it is. Something really nice, and we always with a makeup. So So women definitely put a lot of pride in how they look, you know, how they dress. It is important.
Yeah, you guys, you don't need to look like, you know, you're going to the prom or somewhere like a very fancy event. Just look nice, you know, very clean, nice clothes, you know, nice clean shoes.
Look at the guys at the social, so we, you know, there is a social footage. Just look
You
what
need
guys
to
are
look
wearing.
elegant and with taste, you know, that's it.
See, some men just wearing a regular shirt, you know, just simple black shirt.
Yeah, some guys wearing jeans, nothing wrong with jeans.
Some
As
are
long
wearing
as
a
they're
suit.
not with cowboy
Yes, here's a guy in the
hats.
suit, another one guy, you know, in the suit. So it's just different.
Yeah,
It also
if you
depends on
guys
time of the year.
comfortable with suit, that's fine, wear it. Nothing wrong with that. But if you're not comfortable, you're never wearing that. So just wear a polo shirt and jeans, or polo shirt and slacks, and some nice pair of shoes. So about shoes, we're going to talk next Monday. So we.
Don't worry, with dinner there was never lack of conversation about shoes. So.
Yeah.
From Greg, not sure sure I care. Height 5'2" to 6 and weight somewhat appropriate. I'm looking for a great personality and adventuresome woman. Simple fact, I'm easy to please. It's up to her. Sounds good. I think you'll find what you're looking for. From Brian, hello ladies, do you think Thailand will be open up? Well, even now, you know, it is somewhat open up. You can travel there as long as you're willing to do 7 days quarantine upon arrival. Doable. Mark, have you ever had a tour client try and ask you out on a date while
I'm
on the
sure
tour?
all the time, right, Anna?
I refuse
so
to speak
busy.
without my attorney.
She's so busy with you guys trying to,
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. Actually, you know, I usually
help
don't even
you,
have
make
time
you feel
to,
comfortable
you know.
there. She'll have no time.
I see you guys at the breakfast, so we sit down, all of us at breakfast. That's probably my first and last meal for the day. The rest of the time I'm running around like hamster on the wheel. So.
It's like date with 30 guys. With you guys.
By
Have
2 a.m. in the
breakfast
morning,
every
I just want to collapse. So.
There's no time for date. From Dean, 31 years old. I'm still trying to narrow down what my ideal woman would look like. I find myself interested in all kinds of women. I hope international dating will help me to narrow my preferences, but I won't be surprised if the opposite happens. Haha. Does getting married while living in Ukraine make it easier for my fiancé to get a visa in the US when we move back here together?
So if you get married in Ukraine, you're not eligible for fiancé visa any longer. You would, because well, fiancé visa means you're not married. So if you get married there, you would have to file for a spousal visa. It's a little bit different process, takes a little longer. But if you're living in Ukraine, it makes sense to go with that route and do the spousal visa. So.
And sometimes, guys, we might have ideal man or woman, and for example, we have him, but he has a bad personality, no respect, like nothing, no chemistry, nothing. And here's another guy who is not ideal man, but he's kind, he has, we have a chemistry, you know, it's happened all the time. So it's okay, don't, you know, when you don't have your ideal. I think it's even easier to live, you know.
From Brian, Paul question, I love the jet black hair and slim body. Well, I guess
It's
Asian.
Anna.
Oh, for God's sake.
I mean, not jet black, but slim body and black hair.
Let's just keep reading questions.
Okay. From Edward. Great webcast. Another shoe competition already. How do you collect my winning from the 2020 competition? I know last year was a big COVID problem. I tried emailing John Adams too. Please help, Paul. Tall and physically fit. Edward, I think I remember you. I think you won the last competition. Please call me tomorrow. So call our front office and they'll transfer to me. And I don't even remember what was the price. But just let's
just
talk
contact
tomorrow.
Dina.
Yeah,
She'll know more about it. And absolutely, you know, claim your prize, whatever that was.
Yeah, I'll tell John Adams what happened. Usually he's so angry on us when he's not answering emails, remember? And now, yeah, I'm going to talk to him tomorrow. Yeah, definitely, Edward. Just call me tomorrow.
From Leonard, our wonderful talent office manager.
I
Good
was
morning, Leonard.
I was thinking about him.
Yeah, well, last week you were not there. We missed you, Leonard.
Yeah.
Poll question. I have attended AFA socials in St. Pete, Moscow, Kiev, Vinnytsia, Dinky. do I really have to read a long list? There's like 3 paragraphs worth of destination. And I can state without doubt that the all-round best girls are in Huahine. I'm totally objective. Oh yes, I forgot. I have been to 1 or 2 in Bangkok also. Of course, you're supposed to like your Bangkok socials, Leonard. I mean, it's your socials. You put them together. You know, it's your child. So of course, you're supposed to like those the best. You know. So I mean, again, we all have our preferences.
Henry, 10-year-old videos of ladies no longer on the site are so boring.
Well, there are new ones, so switch to new ones. There are so many new ones. From William, can I just do social only for Destiny Life, or do I have to do the tour package? This year we're not doing any socials only, so for those of you guys who are thinking about doing it, it's only a tour package for pretty much any destination this year, or until the pandemic is over. Once we don't have any more restrictions on the social gatherings, then you know we're gonna be back to normal. But for now, it is full tour only. Oh God, let's just Timothy. I started on this website years ago. I isolated the few I liked from introduction letters and settled on one just now. Anastasia 161603, waiting for Aussie borders to open so I can fly to meet. Well, can't remember the ID number on top of my head, but I'm assuming she's nice.
From EC, who write the ladies' profiles on the AFA website? I enjoy reading them with all the great details and her interests. However, the ladies have limited English skills, so I wonder who writes the profiles and are the ladies screened by AFA? Maybe she is a female Ted Bundy. So just tell my experience. I've been registered with AFA in St. Petersburg, Russia. So to do that, I had to show my passport. I think they even made a copy of my passport.
We're still taking a passport.
Yeah, and we're still doing it. They took my picture there. So now I see girls submitting their, own pictures. Before that, they took our pictures there. And I was going to say, and we have to fill out paperwork. Tell them what we like, our eyes, hair, whatever, and what we like, and what our hobbies, and who we're looking for. So it's all coming from us. In my experience,
it's about the same. So we collect a copy of passports still to nowadays. That hasn't changed. We actually verify ladies' profiles via video call in case if she cannot come to the office. Well, it's pandemic, it is what it is. So we make sure that her photos match to her face, and so we do a phone call screening, we do video call screening, and of course,
if you have any doubt that she might be Ted Bundy. So we can do video call. We can, ask her to. If you don't want that, we'll record the video of her and send it to you to prove she's there and she knows you. So call, Yeah, we have a quality control team, so we have a lady who is calling the girls in.
Except there is no way to know if she's a female version of Ted Bundy. That there is only one way to find out. But again, so far there has been no murders to the best of my knowledge. All guys came back in one piece, no kidneys or any other body parts missing. Again, at least nobody complained. There hasn't been any issues.
Well, we're probably going to answer a couple more questions.
And let's see if we have. Do we have any? Let's do a couple more of those and answer questions. So, Valentina, 21 years old. It's hard to find a man here. Good ones are married. The others are just too mature. I don't feel like I adopted. I don't want to feel like I adopted a child. I want a man who will take care of me. Men are just too used to women's attention. It's a little bit different in big cities, but here men are cold, not affectionate, and distant. So that could be the case too. Let's do another one. Let's see what else we have here. From Tatiana, 38 years old. Here men are used to taking women for granted. Personally, I work 5 jobs, but I would like to have a shoulder to lean on. 5 jobs, guys. How many of you can say the same? Going to next. From Jana, there's a lack of good men. One of the problems is that it's hard to find a smart, well-educated man. That's why I'm still single, but I'm gonna keep looking. There is no pressure until you turn 25. And actually this 25 is kind of magic number. Until 25, you know, there is not much of a family pressure, you know, to get married. But once you get closer to that age, at every family gatherings, they start picking your brain.
I think
when
all
you're gonna
those
get married, have
girls,
kids.
A lot of things in common. They want a mature guy, responsible, who can take care of them. So, and I know, guys, you were exactly, you know, those people. So, and most of the girls want that, even if they have ideal man, but, you know, they want that. They want a mature guy, responsible.
From Polina, local men are just too weak and lacking the initiative. Women are stronger, and my biggest dream is to leave this town, move to a big city. Of course, the guys don't need to show initiatives. They don't need to be strong because there are so many beautiful women around them. You know, they don't need to put any effort. If, you know, he sees someone he likes, he approaches her, he does not get, you know, any reaction, you know, he just moves on. Here's the next one, next one. There is no problem with that. So. And here's the last one for today. Would be Vika, 32 years old. It's really hard for a single mother of my age to meet a man and fall in love. But I don't get depressed over it and keep enjoying life, riding my bike, swimming in the pool, go hunting once in a while. And guys, woman who goes hunting once in a while,
would be a good match.
Yeah, if you like hunting, that's something. So then let's answer some of the questions.
From James, are there still a lot of restrictions in Kyiv still right now? I have been writing a lady there and mentioned that I wanted to travel there in May or June, but it seems to me that she gave excuses that there are still many restrictions and that it may not be a good time to visit yet. The time that I mentioned, this is her at the end of April.
Well, in the end of April, that was a correct answer in a way that there was a lot of restrictions in the end of April. They expected to lock down to be extended till like May 10th or further, but they all of a sudden actually decided not to extend it. Not sure why, but hey. So it was, you know, things are relatively back to normal, you know, starting early May. So here it is, you can travel now. And from Ryan, who writes letters, a woman or matchmaker, translator? So women write the letters and translators are supposed to translate it. Yeah. Let's see. So, you know, to summarize about what those women were talking about, you know, while creating their ideal man and why they cannot meet a guy locally, sound like the most problem, obviously, the lack of men to begin with. You know, it's hard to find the right guy who will be, you know, showing the initiative, showing that he cares, who will be their shoulder to lean on. So it's hard to find that guy to create a family with, who will be with the equal partner in those relationships. You know, those women can be just fine on their own, but they would like to find the right man. They might find this guy in their area, might not. That's why a lot of them, you know, looking to meet a guy overseas. Like one woman was sharing a story about a Japanese guy, other one was dating a guy from Zimbabwe. You know, and there are so many other women with similar stories.
And it's what women want: mature guy, responsible, and you know, somebody who can take care of her, not you know who she will take care of. You know, like a lot of guys in Russia, in Ukraine, you know, depending on the woman because the economy is not good. They for example, lose their job and they just sitting home and she'll have to take care of him. Of course, 5 jobs, oh my gosh.
That's a lot. I can't even imagine there's not enough hours in a day to do 5 jobs.
Yeah, and I know you guys very nice people and, you know, you're mature enough, you have a job, you know. Yeah, you're respectful, gentleman, so you only have to go there and meet your soulmate.
Just go meet people and hopefully again that will be the girl you're writing to. She might be the one, maybe not, but there is only one way to find out. So now, since pandemic is slowing down, the world start slowly opening up. time to start planning your trip, guys, and we can help you with that. And if you have any questions, you reach out to me or Dina. And just to remind you, shoe contest next week, next Monday, we'll have the winner.
Yay! All right.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We will see you next Monday.
Thank you, guys. Good night.
Good night.